G'day everyone, Audi 555 here today. In today's video we're going to Elite Motorcycles here in Toowoomba, where we're going to go to the Elite Motorcycle Extravaganza, so stay with us. So Elite Motorcycles is a motorcycle dealer in Toowoomba, and they've organised this event to pretty much showcase just some local motorcycles in the area, as well as giving people the opportunity to do a demo ride. I'm not really in the market for a new bike. I love my Honda CTX700, so I don't really think I'll go for a demo ride, but we'll see what happens. Probably not though. But they've also got the historical club. I forget what they're called. I'll put it on the screen so that way I don't seem like I'm just a forgetful person. They're also doing a bit of a meet-up there, so that way we can also have a bit of a sticky beak at their bikes. It seemed to be peak hour traffic here in Toowoomba. Oh gosh, I just don't know how people do it. Yeah, you know what, let's avoid all of this and take a bit of a shortcut here. Of course, lane filtering is legal in Queensland as well as a lot of other places in Australia. My exhaust is pretty loud, mainly for me because I forgot to put my earplugs in, but that's Elite Motorcycles there. This is the bridge, and it's as close as that I can get to a rev bomb that I could do for you guys. So anyway, here we go. Look at this. We've got a lot of people already turning out. Bikes are lining up everywhere here. You've got just regular bikes there, and then the historical motorcycles over here. So they're like the older types of bikes, obviously. Being historical, it makes sense. So here behind me we've got a lineup of motorcycles from the historical Queensland Motorcycle Club, and they're all obviously here today showing off their bikes. I haven't.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, alright then. You pulled my leg.
So which one do you prefer?
I'm a bike guy. Any bike's fine. Whatever's available, I guess.
Oh, next round there'll be all the bikes.
Yeah, right. Although it's very unusual. I wouldn't mind riding the Niken because it just Just looks weird with the 3 wheels.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
You'll be, because you see the other ones, the trikes.
Yeah.
They when you're riding it, it doesn't feel like a bike. That one, the second, like when you take it out, initially you'll be like, okay, what's with the 2 wheels in front of you? It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But the second you start riding it, you take your first corner.
Yeah. Right.
It's just like a normal bike.
Yeah. Okay. Some test riding the Niken. This is a 2018 model. It's, you know, part of the allure of this bike is the fact that it's got 2 front wheels, which is very strange indeed. So, is it really a case of stay on 3 wheels and not on your head? Wow, this thing revs for you when you release the clutch, so it doesn't stall. That's trippy. Wow, smooth. Pretty neutral position too. I'm used to riding the Cruiser with the front feet forward like this. Would be quite peculiar on that. But this is a very different bike, and I think that's what makes it cool. Every other bike that you ride out there is going to be very similar in its look and appeal, but this has got a lot more grip on the front. So this bike's got traction control, cruise control, everything. It's pretty modern for a 2018 bike. It's got everything you really want. The only thing it doesn't have is a cool exhaust. It's got a lot of grip. Downshifting, you don't really need to rev it either. Like it's got a pretty smart computer. It does everything you need to do. Gosh, it's got some power too. So I'm obviously used to riding my Honda CTX700 with a very fuel efficient but low power engine, but it's got a lot of torque. But this bike here has got a lot of oomph to it when you accelerate. It's a lot of fun to ride. It is actually better than what I thought. I thought this would be something that is very heavy in the front end, but the fact that you've got 2 wheels up the front, it kind of displaces that weight, so you just don't really notice it. It's just really grippy. Like just doing this, for example. Ooh. Oh no, cut up at the lights. I don't know where I'm going, but we'll figure it out, eh? Yeah, thanks, man. Can you filter in between cars with this thing? Just want to see how this goes filtering. Pretty good. I'm a bit wobbly because I'm not used to it, but you can filter on the bike. It's a bit funny though with the extra width, but really your hands are going to be riding this far apart on a normal bike anyway, so all good filtering. A lot of fun, absolutely a lot of fun, and a big thank you to Elite Motorcycles for giving me the opportunity to give this bike a bit of a test ride, and for hosting the day, and really all of the smiles you've created for people just getting on bikes, giving something a go, having a look at historical bikes. It's been really good. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Plenty of power to get up the hill, not struggling at all in top gear, so number 6 gear all the way up the hill. Perfect, lovely. Well, that was weird going over that reflector, because I kind of like looked at the reflector, and therefore you go where you look. So the center of the bike went over the reflector, but it missed the front 2 tires because obviously they're displaced, and then hit the rear tire. It was a weird sensation. I wasn't expecting that. Bit of an excitement from a weird looking bike, and yeah, a bit of fun. Can you wheelie this thing? No. Not at 100 at least. Going slow is dead easy on this bike. If you're in city commuting and you're doing a lot of slow traffic riding, you'll be fine. Turning circle's good too. This is a pretty good bike. I don't think it's the bike for me though, because it's not electric, and I kind of made a little excitement promise to myself my next bike would be electric unless I can't get one, and I don't really need to upgrade my bike, and it is a perfect commuter for what I do. but this is fun. Man, the front end on this just sticks. So it's been pretty fun to ride this bike. I'd say the overall feel of it is very similar to riding a B&W R1200 in that it's peppy and it's heavy and tall. When you're on the straight, it feels very similar to it, but as soon as you chuck a corner in or you go around a bend, all of a sudden it feels like a different bike. You can feel the weight getting displaced. Look at this, it's well balanced, 3 wheels, pretty well balanced, easy to ride, no hands. Not that you would, that's pretty dangerous, but I'm just pointing it out that it's a nice balanced bike, easy to ride for a bigger bike. If you were to transition from a lighter bike and you wanted something big like this and you wanted the grip because maybe you live in an area that it rains a lot and there's moss all over the road and you just want that maneuverability without having to go something as big as a trike to get the actual traction, and realistically a bike like this could be pretty good for your means. You got the traction on the front there, which gives you grip around the corners, and it's quite exceptional. There's plenty of power in this bike. I don't think you'd really want more. So it's been pretty good having a ride on it. Coincidentally, these bikes are obviously for sale, but this Niken has been for sale for a while now. It just really doesn't have the market appeal up here just for people to buy this because it's different, I feel. But if you were a different type of rider like I am, then this bike probably would appeal to you. And it does appeal to me, to be honest. It would be good though, maybe in a future model, to have some storage in this area around here. So that way you can put your coffee in there, for example. Now, as stupid as that sounds, imagine being in commuting traffic and having a coffee there every time you stop to the lights. Like, that little convenience in itself is amazing. But this bike is pretty good overall. Satisfied with it and extremely happy that Elite Motorcycles have given me the opportunity to give it a whirl. Alright, we're heading back now. Well, that's it for today's video here at Elite Motorcycles for the Motorcycle Extravaganza. It's been great having a bit of a squeezy beak at all of the bikes here, especially the old historical ones. It gives you a bit of a realisation and a concept of how far motorcycles have travelled these days. Not kilometres obviously, but in their designs, fuel efficiency and technology. Well, as usual, keep safe out there on the road, stay on 2 wheels and not on your head, and I'll see you all next Tuesday, maybe. I don't know, keep balking at this thing. That's what happens when you have a kid. Anyway, ride safe, see you next time.